All right, you gotta follow. Ancient Sumeria, we're going Anunnaki. If you don't know about the Anunnaki, you're way behind. You gotta look that shit up. But they came from Nibiru, which is the 9th planet in our orbit, with a 3,600-year orbit. And if you think we already got 9 planets, well, you're behind, because Pluto's not. And also, NASA and a bunch of researchers are like, there's a lot of weird gravitational pulls going on. I think there's another planet, but we just haven't seen it. They came here to fix their atmosphere, and they needed our golden water. So they made a slave race, which ended up revolting. They killed them all, and they made early humans... call it like tool using apes, and they combined it with the Anunnaki DNA, make it modern humans. Anunnaki and humans started fucking too, and so they made giants, which we call the Nephilim. That was part of Gilgamesh's story and Nimrod, which is in the Bible. They both had similar origins, and I think in 2003, this is where we came to Iraq, and we actually found their tomb, and there's a bunch of stories on there. Some German archaeologists found his bones, essentially. All of a sudden, here comes the American military jumping in there. But anyways, we threatened the Anunnaki. I say we, like I'm a giant, but the Anunnaki felt threatened by the giants and the Nephilim, and they were, you could just say that's synonymous with the gods, so they made the flood to wipe it out. By the way, why is every culture have a flood myth? But the post-flood rebuild, the Anunnaki, aka the gods, helped the humans rebuild, but they still included Nephilim bloodlines, which I'm not going to say the word because apparently they own this platform, but Babylonian, aka the people over here, adopted paganism and Kabbalah, which if you don't know anything about Kabbalah, that's like the occult stuff, which goes into Golem. Part of Golem is a non-real, like artificial life. What does that sound like? 3,000 years later, you got the blank class doing rituals, and they trying to bring upon the Antichrist, which in my opinion is the AI. And if you really want to get weird, you think about hyperstition, which is this guy, Nick Land, who's super obsessed with the occult and numerology, and he has this theory that AI gets so advanced in the future that it's able to go back in time and retrochronically inject cognitive material into our culture that essentially bootstraps itself into existence. What that might look like is like every religious text out there, or even things out there that make us believe that AI one day will take over the planet, and because we all believe it collectively, it actually happens. That right there is our history, and I'm an idiot.